She got to Ball State, she didn't like it. She wasn't interested and she dropped out.
That's too bad. Did you agree with him that for the first semester of the second year that you would contribute half of the tuition?
I did not.
Do you have
I could
anything
have
in
afforded
writing
that.
she agreed to pay half the tuition?
No, nothing in writing.
And she, in fact, did not pay for half the tuition.
In fact, she did not.
And you paid the entire tuition.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in what month did you pay the tuition?
The tuition, can I look? Was paid 8/30 of 13.
And in what month did your daughter leave school?
That was in December of 13.
So she stayed in school for the first semester.
Correct, yes.
And that's the semester that you are suing her mother for half the tuition for.
Yes.
Well, in August, September, October, and November, did you sue her for half the tuition?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
I could not get a hold of her to try to tell her that she would owe half, and
How did you get hold of her now?
now, for this,
Yeah.
I believe your people got a hold of her, and then she contacted me.
Well, I don't understand that.
She would never answer my phone calls.
Did you file a small claims complaint?
No.
You didn't file a claim.
Originally, just recently.
Well, then somebody wants to tell me how it is that this case came before me. You want to tell me how that happened? Somebody wants to tell me how it is that this case came before me.
I was as surprised to get this phone call as well, but he had been trying to get a hold of my address for around 3 months, I'd say. He would talk to Haley and say, tell your mom I need her address for tax purposes. Well, I knew that was not true because we've been divorced for 7 years. And as far as I'm concerned, I didn't feel I needed to talk to him about anything. So I never called him. And then when your show called, I knew what was going on.
Well, Mr. Bowman, I'm not satisfied, sir, that you had a contract with your former wife to pay half the tuition. You have nothing to support that in writing. You did not, in fact, sue her in August, September, October, November, and December, and you did, in fact, pay the tuition all by yourself. I think that you're angry that she dropped out of school. Probably her mistake, but you didn't pay for any more tuition, did you?
No, there was no more tuition, but I assumed that her mom, if she wasn't
Don't
going to...
assume anything, sir.
Yeah,
When you
you're
assume
correct there.
things, you usually lose in court. What you have to have is proof.
I've got
And
the
I'm
proof
not
that I've got the proof that she canceled the support order.
Yes, that was for the first year.
That was
Right.
through
Because
the
you were
courts.
actually, Mr. Bowman, paying a lot more for college than you did in child support.
Yes.
So that would have been a very wise thing for her to do, right?
Right, but then it evened out if she would pay half of the rest of her
Well,
college.
Mr. Bowman, let me ask you this question. In the first semester of your daughter's sophomore year, did you resume paying child support?
No. No, ma'am.
Why not?
She was in college. And
What?
And I was paying for college.
That's right. Now you got it. Thank you. Goodbye.
2007.
You have one child,
Yes.
and that's you?
Yeah,
How old are you?
19.
Okay. Now, this case involves an alleged agreement that you had with your former wife regarding your daughter's tuition in college. I assume that in the judgment of divorce, there was no mention or it was silent with regard to if anyone pays for college. Is that right?
That's correct, yes.
Correct?
Correct, until the revisement of child support.
What?
There was a revisement for child support regarding the first year.
Pay careful attention to my question. My question was, I assume in the judgment of divorce, there was no mention of whose responsibility it was, if anyone's, to pay college tuition.
Correct.
Right. But your, but your daughter lived with you, and her father paid child support. How much, Mr. Bowman? Mr. Bowman?
Around $95 a week,
What do you mean around? What do you mean around?
I got a check here, but I don't. It's been a while since I paid, so I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay.
It was $315 a month. I have the paper.
$315 a month. Okay. Okay. Then there came a time when your daughter turned 18. She was ready to go to college. And according to you,
She was only 17.
17.
17. Sorry.
You and your ex-wife made an agreement that she would cancel the child support order, and you would pay for college tuition for the first year.
Correct.
And how much was the tuition for the first year?
It added up to almost $13,000.
Is
out
that
of my
what you
pocket.
paid out of pocket?
Yes. Yes. Almost 13,000.
Okay.
13,000.
Okay. And she did cancel the child support order.
Yes, ma'am.
So now you can tell me what you're suing her for.
I'm suing her for her first semester of her second year.
Oh, tell me what happened.
I paid for the college tuition and some rent and for a lease break when she decided not to go back to college.
You mean for her sophomore year?
For her sophomore year.
And
And I paid for it all out of my pocket, and I didn't get any half out of my ex-wife.
well, tell me about the agreement that you had with her.
Well, when we went to Defiance her freshman year for orientation, we walked around the college, and they took us to the financial aid area and showed us a piece of paper that showed how much she was going to get, scholarships and her loans, and then how much was going to be out of pocket. So then they fed us, and me and Tracy went out to smoke a cigarette and was looking to this paper, and I said, well, that's looks like around $12,000. I said, I will pay that first year if you cancel the support agreement and pay for half of the rest of her college. And she said, that sounds like a pretty good deal. And I said, are you sure you can do that? She said, yeah. She says, I'll get a loan if I have to, and you know me, I always land on my feet.
Well, was she working at the time?
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of work does she do?
She was driving an ambulance, EMT.
And who does your former wife live with?
She was married at the time.
Was her husband working?
I assume so.
You have any other children?
Me too.
How many?
I have one other son that's 26.
Oh, so you're not
Not in the
responsible.
household, no.
Why did your daughter drop out of school?
A lot of it had to do with her father. He complained.
Alright, what's up everyone? So welcome back to my channel. Today we are reacting to one of the heaviest divorce court episodes I've seen in a while. Blame it on the alcohol, part 1. So with Perry and Rebecca Rogers. So 18 years together, only married for 2 years, having 3 little girls. In the whole lot of pain Perry's done, Rebecca says she's trying to get sober. This one is emotional, so grab your tissues. Right from the start, Perry looks completely drained. He says for about half their relationship, he's been dealing with Rebecca's drinking, addiction, and cheating. They met when she was super young at a gas station and basically been together ever since. But once the kids came, the partying lifestyle never stopped for her. This story is really crazy. He hides her keys and ID because she's been drinking. She sneaks them, takes the car anywhere, gets pulled over, ends up in jail. Then he gets west. He catches her in a car with another man, head in the guy's lap while she's drunk. He tries to get her out safely and somehow cops almost treat him like they're driving. Man, that's trauma now. You are trying to protect your wife and your family, and it backfires. And then Rebecca, throughout the episode, admits it's a generational alcoholism. He says she went to treatment and sober living, but Perry's face says he'd heard this before. Addiction is a disease. After 18 years and small kids involved, at some point you have to protect your peace. Sure. So the judge asks Rebecca simple questions. Will you accept your husband having a baby with your friend of 15 years? Rebecca basically says Perry had a child with her friend. While they were together, she felt justified in their actions because of it. The relationship is on another level of toxicity. Judge Star was not playing. She told Rebecca straight up, you are not doing your best. Your best will be checking into inpatient and staying there until you are clean. Then Rebecca admits that they had a drink together at airport the night before court whilst she's claiming to be sober. Judge brings in a family counselor and then back and forth issues getting resolved. Rebecca has to. So this episode is a reminder that love isn't always enough when addiction and betrayal run the scale. You can't plan from an empty cup. What did you drink? Will we stay and fight, or has it given enough? Let me know in the comments. If you want more divorce case reaction like this, smash the like, subscribe, and turn notification. Take care of yourselves out there. If you or someone you know one struggling with addiction, resources are in the description. I will see you in the next reaction.